promise to be true to you.
I promise to cherish you.
I promise to cherish you.
With this ring as a token, I now marry you.
With this ring as a token, I now marry you.
29-year-olds Hon Kiat and May tied the knot over the weekend here at the Dating Loft, and it was the perfect place for them to hold their solemnization ceremony, as it's the place where they first met. More couples like them are finding love with Cupid's help. Through dating agencies, that is.
Well, it's pretty easy to say that you'll head to a dating agency to find a potential partner or even make new friends. But are more Singaporeans willing to take the plunge? Well, I spoke to the Dating Loft owner Ada Wong, and she seems to think so.
Yes, there have been, I think, a trend of younger people coming to us since we started about 3 years ago. Right now, we're seeing a trend of younger single working professionals from the mid-20s onwards coming to us, joining in some of our personalized matching programs and getting up on meeting people on dates or even meeting in a small group setting.
Since the Dating Loft started 3 years ago, it has helped 15 couples tie the knot, while another 50 couples are in serious long-term relationships. A pretty good success rate, given the company's base of about 600 members.
I think as they grew to a certain age, after uni, they started work, and they found that the circle of friends actually didn't grow bigger. You know, they're all caught up at work, or their colleagues are usually very gender-based. For instance, people in the HR would work with mostly girls, and people in the engineering IT side, they will work with mostly male environment. So they find it's difficult to actually meet suitable people of the opposite sex, especially if they are not very active socially. So we provide this platform for them to meet some people around their age, like-minded people, and then they can from there start to use this as a platform to date, have some fun as well.
Of course, it's common to find people who scoff at the idea of turning to a dating agency for help in the love department. Often they find it either embarrassing or feel only those who are unable to find dates seek help from dating consultants. But relationships such as Hon Kiat and May's are proof that perhaps this stigma has worn off.
I think that there's, compared to say 5 years ago, that the stigma of going to a dating agency for help is sort of the same, or has it improved?
I think it has improved, but I'm hoping that it can improve further, of course. But I think a good, very, very clear trend right now is the younger people are actually a little bit more receptive towards it, and they are starting to take charge of their own dating life from an earlier stage. So instead of passively waiting, I think the young people nowadays taking things into their own hands and decided that, hey, what's there to be ashamed of? If I'm single, I'll welcome this opportunity to meet other people instead of just waiting passively for things to happen.
In our next segment, Was It Love at First Sight? We talk to newlyweds Hon Kiat and May to find out how they met and found love through the Dating Loft.